to my top habits to hit your fitness goals. Now, if you follow me on social media or if you know me, I always preach, building up good habits, just because your motivation's not always going to be there, the willpower is not always going to be there. But if you have good habits set in place, when your motivation's low, when your willpower is low, you can fall back on these good habits to kind of stay consistent and not get too far off track. I have a PDF kind of summarizing everything as well. It's on my website, but I will link it in the description box. Yeah, let's just get started. All right, so the first habit that I want to talk about is developing food awareness. So pretty much what I mean by food awareness is like being aware of what you're eating and how much you're eating. Food awareness is really crucial, especially if you do have a specific goal of building muscle or burning fat, because being more aware of your energy balance and what you're putting in your body is what can honestly make or break your progress. So how do you become food aware? So how do you develop food awareness? Honestly, by tracking your food for a little bit, just because it's gonna get you to be more mindful, get you to pay more attention to your nutrition facts. The idea of tracking your food isn't to track, forever. If you do it for a little bit and you get good at it, you'll be able to kind of mentally do it for the rest of your life. So you kind of know how to adjust things, okay, I had a lot of carbs and fats today, but my protein's kind of low. My next meal, I should eat something with more protein, stuff like that. You don't need to. And to people who haven't tracked before, it can be it can seem a little bit daunting and tedious. But I promise it's not as bad as it seems. Once you kind of get in the habit of it, and once you get good at it, like I said, you're going to be able to kind of mentally do it for the rest of your life. All right, second habit, eating protein with every meal. And we already know protein's important. That's literally how your muscles repair themselves. You need to be getting enough protein, especially to maintain that lean muscle mass. So if you just make it a habit to eat some sort of protein with every single meal, hitting that protein goal for the day won't be so hard. All right, habit number 3, drink your water. Please drink your water. We're literally made of it. Most people walk around dehydrated. If you feel thirsty, you're probably dehydrated. So yeah, that water intake is super important. My top tip for getting in water is literally just to carry a water bottle around with you constantly, because even when you're bored or something, you'll just sip on it. It's better than like not having your water bottle and then you're stuck somewhere for like hours and then you don't have water right there and then you get dehydrated. And so yeah, wherever you go, whether it's work, the gym, I would hope you'd bring water to the gym, but yeah, just carry water with you all the time. Trust me, like it sounds so simple and stupid, but it works. Like if you carry water with you for a while and then you like forget it one day, you're gonna feel like naked, like, oh my god, I don't have my water bottle, this feels so weird. All right, habit number 4. I can't do math apparently. Resistance training. So I recommend that people, no matter what your goals are, to lift weights at least 3 times a week. Even if you're not trying to get jacked, I still really recommend lifting weights, because that's what's going to give you that toned look that you're looking for. Also, just for general functionality. I mean, you want to be able to sit down and stand up and pick things up when you're old, don't you? Like, that starts now. And also, yeah, lean muscle is so good for increasing your metabolism. You're going to look good, you're going to feel good, and it's fun. Being strong and lifting heavy things, it's fun. Highly recommend. All right, 5th habit. This isn't necessarily fitness related, but it is time blocking. Kind of relating it back to fitness, time blocking your workouts in your schedule. So make it non-negotiable. So for example, instead of saying like, oh, I'm gonna try and work out like 3 times this week, like, no, actually schedule it into your schedule. So say something like, okay, I'm gonna work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. this week. That's a much better way of saying, maybe I'll try and get to the gym. Like, no. Literally put it in your schedule. All right, habit number 6, getting in extra movement. And that could be things like going on a few extra walks, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking far away, just being a little bit more active in general. Adding in this little bit of extra activity, it sounds kind of dumb, but like this stuff adds up over time. You're gonna find yourself feeling better, getting less winded easily. Also, adding a little bit more activity increases your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which contributes to your metabolism. Who doesn't want a faster metabolism? All right, habit number 7, planning ahead. Now this goes for both workouts and nutrition. So if you're like me and make impulsive decisions a lot, This is especially useful and it's especially good to get into the habit of planning ahead. You know, and this kind of goes with the time blocking as well. So, you know, knowing exactly when you're going to work out on what days. And also for your nutrition, I mean, I'm not saying follow some strict meal plan, like don't do that, but kind of have an idea of what you're going to eat so that way you can, or if you know, like for example, like what restaurant you're going to go to, you know, kind of track it ahead of time in MyFitnessPal, so that way you kind of know how to plan the rest of your food for the day, for the week. Yeah, just planning ahead in general, I think is a good habit to incorporate. Alrighty, habit number 8. This is 8, yeah, this is 8. Tracking your workouts. So tracking my workouts has been one of the biggest contributors to my strength gains, just because like literally knowing exactly what I did last time. So like the exercise, the sets, the reps, the weight, you know, knowing everything I did is gonna help me know what to increase or improve upon next time. And tracking your workouts makes it a lot easier to apply progressive overload. And progressive overload is absolutely key in terms of like your workout progress and your strength gains. And tracking your workouts, in my opinion, is crucial to being able to apply progressive overload. So for those who don't know, progressive overload is basically increasing the load and the stress of a certain exercise. So whether that's like weight, reps, you know, playing with tempo, improving your form, those are all ways to apply progressive overload. And progressive overload, like I said, is absolutely crucial in terms of making progress on your fitness journey. Like you have to be applying progressive overload. And tracking your workouts is gonna help you do that. All right, we're almost done. Habit number 9, managing your sleep and managing your stress. A lot of people watching this honestly probably don't get enough sleep. I don't always get enough sleep either. But it's so important, and not just with like your work, and not just like with your muscle recovery. I mean, just for overall health in general, sleep is super, super important. You know, your brain isn't gonna function to its full capacity. You're not gonna be recovering from your workouts. You know, you're probably gonna be cranky. Like your appetite's gonna be affected. You know, these are all things that contribute to being healthy. So, and stress as well. If you're overly stressed, yeah, you're probably not gonna function as well as if you had your stress more under control. And one of the things I recommend for getting your stress under control is finding positive outlets to relieve that stress. So for a lot of people that's working out, but it could be things like reading, painting, going on a walk, you know, stuff like that. All right, last habit, be honest with yourself. You're not gonna reach your fitness goals if you don't learn to be honest with yourself. You know, make sure to check in with yourself and ask yourself questions like, was my nutrition on point this week? You know, if not, what could I do better? Did I really push myself in my workouts? Did I make excuses? Do I need to ask for help? Like these are, you know, you need to have check-ins with yourself. Be more self-aware. And, you know, getting in the habit of being more self-aware is gonna help you reach your goals, not only in fitness, but life in general. You know, becoming more aware of your habits, and your tendencies, you know, your strengths and your weaknesses. You know, you need to be honest with yourself, do regular check-ins. Yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope it was helpful. Like I said at the beginning, I did attach a PDF kind of summarizing all, providing like a short little summary of all this in the description box, so please go check that out. Yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.